everyone, welcome back. My name is Alex and this is Budget Me Alex. I am a 29-year-old all-cash budgeter. I am on a journey to be completely debt-free, as well as I do have some pretty big savings goals. So if you're interested in this kind of content, just go ahead and continue watching. So today, as you can see, we will be doing our official debt update for the month of February to see where we currently stand with my credit cards and exactly what my plan is. And I will mention this again for anyone new watching this. This is my method. This is what I use specifically to pay off my debt. I am well aware of the fact that this does not work for everyone. This might not be your ideal way to pay it off, but this is mine. And regardless of the ups and downs, the interest accumulated, the annual fees, whatever may come up, I'm totally okay with riding that little roller coaster for myself. This is just what I have discovered has worked best for me in the past. I am repaying off debt that I have accumulated once again. So I know that this is something I will be able to continue to do with this same method. So my goal is to get every single card to 30%. That is my first milestone. From there, once every card is at 30%, I then go into the Dave Ramsey snowball method, and I will get the smallest to the largest card and pay them off 100% from there. So I do have plans to close a few of these cards out. I know some people recommend it, some people don't, but I do have an idea specifically of what I do want to close out and what I want to remain open. So with that being said, let me go ahead and zoom you guys in and let's get started with this video. Alrighty, so as you can see here, the month of January, what I had for my balance as far as all of my credit card debt was $8,629.78. Now for the month of February, we are currently at $8,137.12. So let me just do the math on that. And we have paid for the month of January, I was actually able to put $492.66 towards my debt. So I am very, very happy about that. And we are really close to getting into the 7,000. So I'm super excited. I know for sure if we were able to do almost $500 for the month of January, I know for sure I'll be able to get this down to 7,000 something for this month. So let me go ahead and list out all of my cards, limits, balances, everything like that. So we're going to start with the smallest one, my first savings card. And sorry if you guys see shadows, it is already kind of towards the evening. This is the only time I had to film. So this is the best lighting I can get. So for my first savings card, my credit limit for that is $600. And we were able to pay it off completely last month because we did have an annual fee. So the balance for that is now at $0. So I don't have to worry about my 30% because we're already there, same as that. Don't worry about minimum or extra payment. So I'm not worried about that one. But next is my Sam's Club card. And this one did go down from last month. It is currently at $345. Oh shoot, I did this wrong. I'll just flip these. So $345 is my balance. My credit limit is $1,500. As far as my 30% to get to that, I believe we are under that, but let me just check. Okay, so my 30% goal for this one is $450, which we are under that, so I don't need to worry about that. This card is only getting the minimum payment right now because it's not my main priority. The minimum payment for this one is $29, and I will not be making, I will not be making an extra payment this month. So next we have, sorry, I'm just getting my cheat sheet. Next we have the next card, which is my Black Credit One card. Since I was able to get that to 30%, our current balance on that is $208.67. We did have a $9 interest fee, but that's totally fine. That's really nothing. Oh my goodness, I did it again. Okay. My credit limit for this card is $700 and my balance is $208. So my goal for the 30% for this one was actually 210. So we are under that. And the reason why it only went down to 208 was because last month we had a interest fee as well as an annual fee. So that's why we're barely at 208, but that's okay. We're still under that 30%. So we are going to cross that out. The minimum payment for this card is now at $30, and I will not be making an extra payment. We're strictly doing minimum. Anything that is under 30%, I'm only doing the minimum balance. Everything past that, I'll explain in a bit. So next we have my American Credit One card, which my limit for this one is $950. I am currently at $267. We had a $9 interest fee as well, which is totally okay. And sorry if I'm shaking the camera. It's a little bit more unstable when I end up moving it closer, so it's going to shake just a little bit, so I'm sorry about that. My 30% for this one was actually $285, which we are obviously under now, so I no longer need to get to 30%, which means that the minimum payment is $30, and I will not be making anything extra towards that. So next is the card that we are currently working on putting extra money towards, which is Merrick, because this is the one that is next in line, since it's the next balance. I'm going from smallest to biggest, so this one's the one next in line, if that makes sense. My credit limit for this one is $850, and we did bring this card down this month, so it is now at $701. And my 30% goal for this card is $255. So to get to $255, I need to pay $446 towards this card. The minimum for this one is $39, which we will obviously be making an extra payment. As far as what that extra payment is, I don't have that yet because I need to do a full monthly budget. So I just know that I will definitely be putting extra money towards this. With my 50 envelope challenge, I believe that's going to be $91. And then I'll do the minimum payment, which I usually just do $40, plus the 91 from my envelope challenge. That would be $131. And then I am trying to put extra with my YouTube paycheck. As far as what that's going to be, I don't have that number just yet, but we will be making a payment roughly around $250 for this card this month. So that will be going down significantly, and then we could just continue from there. So let's see here. Next, after Merrick, is my Discover card. And I was able to bring this card down as well. Most of my cards are actually really positive this month, so I was able to bring down every single card and get rid of all those extra fees. So I believe every single card this month went down, whereas last month we had some go up, some go down. This month, everything went down. So I'm very excited about that. I was very strict with myself as far as not touching any of my credit cards. Now, what I do want to do, which someone gave me this idea in a previous video, the first savings card is at zero balance, and it's the only one that's at zero balance. So I think what I want to do is just to keep the card active. I don't really use this one for anything else. I want to put all my subscriptions on this one. That way I get an exact number of what my subscriptions are. There's no surprises, and it's the only thing being charged to this card, whereas my bank account, I'm getting different bills, random like expenses, things like that. So I think what I will be doing is putting all of my subscriptions on this card to keep it open and to make sure that everything is being tracked accordingly. So I'll probably be doing that next month. But I always set aside all of my money for my subscriptions, so it's always going to end at a zero balance the next month. It's just something to kind of track my subscriptions a little bit better, if that makes sense. So as far as Discover, we were able to bring that card down to $785.84. My 30% goal for this one is $300. And in order to get to that $300, I need to pay $485.84. And my minimum payment for this one is $29. I will not be making an extra payment right now because right now our extra payments are going towards Merrick. So next I have my Quicksilver card. My credit limit for this one is $1,000. And let's see here. I need to check my balance real quick. But my goal is to get it to 300. I know my minimum payment is 30. I'm not putting anything extra. And let me check these numbers. Okay, so I believe this is the only card that actually went up this month. So it went up $10. I believe my car wash subscription was still on this one, so I didn't take it out. That's part of what went up for this one. And then there was obviously an interest fee. So the current balance for this one is $956. And to get it to 300, I need to pay $656. Okay, so next I have my Apple Card. We were able to bring this one down. My limit is $1,500. My current balance is $1,273.61. My goal is $450. And I need to pay $823.61. Minimum payment for this one is $40, and I will not be making an extra payment. Lastly, we have my Capital One card. My limit for this one is $4,000. We barely brought this one down, like at all. It's currently at $3,600 for my balance. My 30% goal for this card is $1,200. And I would need to pay $2,400 to get that down to 30%. I believe my minimum payment for this one right now is $80. And as far as an extra payment, I don't think I'll be making one this month. So let me just make sure that that final number is the same. Our current balances, let's see here. We have 345 plus 345 plus 208, 67 plus 267. Okay, yep, 81.37 and 12 cents. Let me just make sure that the minimum payment oh, I did this wrong. This is not 336, this is 307 for the minimum. So that seems to be my current update. All of these went down except for one. So I'm actually very proud of myself. I am well aware of the fact that not everyone agrees with this system. This is just something that I came up with. This is something that I've used in the past that has worked for me and is currently working for me because, I mean, our number that we started off with was actually like way higher than this. So let me actually see if I have that number available. I want to say we were at like 8,800. I don't remember. But I started this in December. Like I fully started this plan in December. We are now in February and I've managed, like we are now working on the 5th card. Yeah, we're now working on the 5th card, which was very, very fast. And I haven't checked my credit score, but I do know that my credit score jumped up like 22 points last month. So I'm expecting it to increase again. And yeah, like the reason why I do the 30% is because my goal is to get to 30% utilization. And I know that's an overall amount for your credit report, but for me, 30% seems like a really reasonable goal because the number seems like way less overwhelming. Now, if you look at it and you see like all my current balances, what I would have had to pay, like $8,000 seems so overwhelming. But when you break it up into 30% goals, like, and you see what you have to pay as far as, so let's see, 446. So I would, like, instead of looking at my goal as far as 8,137, I'm currently looking at 4,811. Like, that seems like such a huge load off, and it seems so much more attainable and more encouraging to me, which is why I'm doing this first milestone, because debt is already overwhelming in itself. And when you look at the huge numbers, it almost feels like it's impossible to get there, or it's going to take forever for you to finally see progress. So 30% for me is just something that keeps me really motivated because it is an attainable number. And that's why I'm doing it the way that I'm doing it. And I mean, as far as where I'm at, like getting rid of a $210 or getting rid of a balance that's like 267 or 208 or whatever, like I feel like I can do that in no time. You know what I mean? So I know this doesn't work for everyone, but it's worked for me, and I actually really enjoy this method, and I like seeing so much progress every month. And I feel like every month I've knocked out like 1 or 2 cards. So I mean, I started this in December and we're already below 30% for 4 cards. So I mean, for me, I say it's working pretty well. So if you guys have any questions, I do sell this debt tracker in my Etsy shop if anyone is interested. I also sell my tracker envelopes and just like the actual credit card trackers, as well as the zipper envelopes if you guys want that. It is a bundle. I am coming out with a little bit more Etsy products. I am working on that, but it's just been a little bit hectic lately as far as like the month of February is going to be extremely busy for me. So but if you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave them down in the comments. I really try to get back to everyone, even if it does take a little bit of time for me to get back to you, I do still try my best to respond. So again, I do have everything linked in the description as far as what I use for anyone interested, because I know a lot of people ask about my pens. This is a Pentel Energel, and I absolutely love this one. So I'll leave that in the description as well though. But thank you guys so much. I have in the description, I have my Amazon storefront, my Etsy shop, my vlog channel, and any cashback apps that you guys might come across or use. I have all of my referral codes linked there as well. So thank you guys so much again. I will see you guys all next week. Bye.